Social media. We all have it, we all use it, and I'm sure we all hate the stupid updates that are implemented to them stupid social media sites. Social media has possibly some of the worst updates I've ever seen because none of them are original anymore. They just copy off each other because they realize, hey, this app has something that makes it super popular, we should do that too. And it's so stupid. Since I got some apps to talk poopy smoopy about, let's jump into it. Instagram is a disease and a half. We all know this, but the updates for this app are so bad, just straight up diarrhea that pukes up tater tot. Instagram is fairly standard, you know. You got the like button, your profile, the search button, your home button, and of course your post button. You also have Instagram stories, which are fine, you know, nothing too bad. Then Instagram said, hey, our app is fine, but what if we make it terrible? Then boom, you got this crap. So first off, the like and the post button are now replaced by the stupid Instagram Reels, which I'm gonna talk about in a second. Then we have the shopping section. Now, why on earth would I want to shop on a social media app? If I was going to shop for clothes, the last place I'd go is Instagram. Now, some of the stuff on there is cute, but this is such a useless feature to add to the app. I would look through Instagram accounts that sold stuff like clothes or kitty cat mugs or whatever, and I didn't need a shopping section to do that. I just found those accounts on my own. This is such a useless addition to the app, and again, this is a social media app. It's not like Amazon or something. I don't come here to shop. I come here to post stupid stuff and watch unfunny Among Us dad memes. On the Instagram Reels, they're again just straight up useless. I never use them myself, but essentially they're off-brand TikTok. You can add music to videos or just scroll through videos like TikTok. The only way this would actually be useful is if TikTok was actually banned and the people came over to Instagram to get whatever drops of TikTokness was left on the earth. But obviously TikTok was never banned, so there's no point to have it. The only reason this is on Instagram is because they saw TikTok was blowing up in popularity and wanted to be like, hey, we have that on our app too. Download our app. Download it. Download it now! It's just stupid and useless. Also, they moved the post button to the top of the screen instead of at the bottom, which is annoying. At first I thought I couldn't see my notifications or post pictures anymore because I didn't see the little icons, but then once I found them I was like, this is the dumbest thing ever. Like I said before, the stories aren't terrible, they just exist, really. You post pictures and use filters, obviously copying Snapchat, but it's not all that bad. But you know what other app added stories? Oh boy, Twitter. Now with updates on this app, it's mostly fine, but recently Twitter added stories! Woo! Why? I have no idea. I think Twitter's just copying Snapchat and to an extent Instagram, but Twitter is just super late. The stories aren't even good. They add absolutely nothing to the app in any way. To me, Twitter is an app that has no use for stories at all. Like, you could just tweet out a sentence or a picture or whatever. It's basically stories, but without the stories. I just don't get why you would add such a useless, dumb feature to Twitter. I just can't express how unnecessary this is. They also changed the retweet button, so you have to go through an extra step to retweet something. It's not as awful, but again, it's just a useless update that didn't really need to be added. Besides that, Twitter hasn't really added many other useless updates.
$19 Fortnite card. Who wants it?
Snapchat hasn't really made any big updates that I'm aware of because I don't really use Snapchat, like, ever. I use it like once every 10 years. I remember my sisters talking about how Snapchat changed and it's weird now, but I looked at the app and nothing seemed different to me, so bruh. Again, I don't really use Snapchat, so I wouldn't know much about it, but Snapchat was the one who made stories popular. That and face filters. You know, those wacky things like the crazy dog filter. Everybody loves that filter. And of course, with its popularity, other social media apps decided to copy it. Not exactly, but you know, adding stories and face filters and all that swag. Yeah, Snapchat isn't even that different. Except for the Spotlight feature. Apparently, they have changed up with something called Spotlight, which, like Instagram, copies TikTok because they thought it would end. It was literally so stupid because I barely even noticed it, and yet it was meant to be this big thing that's still really stupid. Though, there's the update that included moving stickers and DMs, which was really poggers. Good old YouTube, the place you're at right now. We all know about the YouTube being stupid thing, there was a COPPA thing, then the YouTube support team being as helpful as broken glass on the sidewalk, and the ridiculous policies. YouTube is both a great and awful website. So, what has YouTube updated recently? Well, this isn't exactly a recent update, but YouTube has a community tab, which is something. I used to use it a lot back in 2018, now I barely use it. It's not awful, it's just like a little place to post things, kinda how tweets work. You can upload pictures or post links there. Then YouTube added stories, which I have never ever used once in my entire life, because if I want to make an update, I could just leave a community post or make a video about it. Who would actually use the YouTube stories? I'd say most people don't care about them and don't care to use them, and merely use them to promote their channel through the algorithm through random questions by putting them on people's homepage. Just really stupid and no one asked for it. There's a lot of things YouTube could have added, like fixing their system so it's easier for people to get in contact with YouTube support and with appeals, but nope, we get YouTube stories. TikTok is arguably worse than Instagram. You have the morons, the people who dance and get a trillion views for absolutely butt-ass nothing, and we have the weirdos there too. TikTok is just... how do I even describe TikTok? Basically a sewer system that exploded, was left rotting for 10 years, a dog diarrheaed on it for an hour and a half, and then it was set on fire. TikTok isn't great. I've barely even used it as of lately, and I can't even recall the last time I even went on there. Back when it was newer, I feel like it was more entertaining and not as unfunny to watch. Usually before, I would just use TikTok to watch random crap when I was bored, but now it's just unfunny, disgusting garbage. Basically, TikTok is just scrolling through videos. Sometimes there's cool stuff with cosplay or art, but most of the time it's just really, really bad garbage water. Oh right, updates. Sorry, I had to ramble about how skunkus the app was. In terms of updates, the big thing that happened was the TikTok changed the layout feature, so instead of clicking the share button to save and bookmark videos, there's now 3 dots under it that work for saving or reacting to a video. Which is really stupid to just add 2 buttons when 1 button was already good to cram everything in. Heck, I don't even believe anyone has contacts or active DMs on TikTok with anyone, so despite that, they deserve to take the whole space of a button. Great job, TikTok. I still hate you. Social media are just copying each other at this point. There's no originality. Snapchat exists. Instagram copies Snapchat. Twitter copies Instagram. TikTok exists. Instagram steals off of TikTok, and so on. They just don't try anymore. Really, it's so stupid. Yeah, let's not make our app unique. Let's just copy off of every other social media, because that's what gets us money. Especially the Instagram one. That one just sucks major booty rats. If social media is gonna make an update, at least make it useful. That's about all I have to say. I'll see you next video. Bye.